Hey guys, DCAV13 here, welcome back to some more Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. Alright, so today we are going to head into the battle against Luis. Before we do that, we do have Alonso's bond to max out, which we will do. But first, before I completely forget, I wanted to go back to Port Brilehaven outside of the arena.
Let's go.
Because I want to try giving in the golden beetles that I have. I'm not sure I have what I need, but we'll see if I do.
Hey there.
Oh, okay. Venom Ward Charm. From Dragon's Poison.
Maybe.
How am I supposed to protect you from dragons? You're not a regular bug researcher, are you? Sure. But you see, the gold beetles here have a slightly different shine depending on where on the magla where it lives. Right now, all I'm doing is attempting to solve that mystery. There are still gold beetles hiding out there. If you find any more, please bring them to me. Find another 13, making 25 in total. I'll give you these claw breakers in exchange.
Understood.
Okay. So does it do anything else other than nullify poison? Oh! Prevents poison, malady, paralysis, hex, burn, and frostbite, all stats +3. I mean, that's pretty damn good. What is my magic right now? My magic is 86. So this brings me down to 80 magic? I mean, that's still fine. I'd rather have the immunity to all ailments, honestly. Also, the +3 to other stats is also really good, so you know, I'm fine with that. That's good. I like that. Alright, I think we're as ready as we're going to be now for that final fight. Or at least the final fight against Luis, anyway. Alright, so let's go see Alonso. It's not possible for me to hear Alonso's voice, and yet somehow, Alonso comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. You're Heldrick, correct? I've been looking all over for you. Why are you here? There was a deeper meaning to Alonso's sacrifice, and I would have you know the whole truth of it. Alonso said he was going all in on you. So I did too. On the new world you're going to create. You're familiar with the tavern he used to frequent, yes? The place I first broke the news to him. Let's talk there. He actually asked that it be the venue, and I mean to honor his request. Should you tell him he's actually fucking dead?
Allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is Dutteran. I'd like to thank you for your assistance.
What assistance?
Right then, where shall I begin? The execution was proposed by Alonso himself. He agreed to bear the weight of my crimes and die with them. That is, under one condition. He had me declare my support for your candidacy by naming you as the key figure who put an end to the people's suffering. And in doing so, Alonso would accomplish his goal, to bring you great renown.
Why would he go through with that?
Perhaps it was meant to be a form of atonement. By giving you recognition and building your reputation, he could pave you a path to the crown. He truly believed that you could change the world. Alonso entrusted me with this letter, or rather, with his last words.
I wager you must be furious with me. I'm sorry I didn't let you in on the plan. I knew you would be against it. Believe it or not, I consider myself a just person. My cons were always in the service of a greater good. I convinced myself that it was all for my hometown, for my mother. But that pretense crumbled away, along with her life. I realized everything I'd done was out of my own selfish desires. Such a man ought to die. So, I found a way to make a worthy end of it. Come to think of it, death, too, is perhaps its own selfish escape. When you stopped me, I could finally confront that about myself. The truth of the matter is, I like lying. I like tricking people. Perhaps I never needed to be a good person. On the day of my execution, you'll be lauded as a hero, and everyone in attendance will be none the wiser about my deception. Yes, before long you'll ascend to the throne, and the world will become a slightly better place. All thanks to my lies. I've done far too much wrong in my life. But in my final moments, I will become the kind of person I've always aspired to be. I owe it all to you. Even though I know this wasn't the conclusion you wished for, you have my gratitude.
I can sense Alonso's genuine trust and affection in his unadorned words of thanks.
The devious schemer, Alonso, keeper and heritor of the Faker's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Man, what the fuck? He's actually dead.
Become the king.
Trickster. Okay.
Are you all right?
I have to win, no matter what.
You mustn't be hasty. Alonso believed you could bring about a better future, didn't he? You there. Bring him what we've discussed. This is Alonso's fortune. Though half of it was pinched from my coffers. Still, the fact that he managed to steal all this is quite impressive.
What are you planning to do with it?
Rest assured, I won't be taking it with me. Not after all that's happened. Alonso intended to give this money to his village, but he was terribly distraught when they wouldn't accept it. However, if you, the hero, were to give them the money, that'd be a different matter. Might you donate his fortune in your name?
If that is my friend's wish, then I will.
Thank you. Please grant this wish of his. I'll make arrangements for a coachman to transport this to the village. Until then, his property shall be in my care. Come speak with me once you've arrived. I ask this of you in his stead.
This one's important.
Rake's last wish. Dataram asked me to entrusted me to deliver Alonso's inheritance to his hometown. I want to talk to Dataram at Angler's Inn Square in Brylehaven while he's there at night. Okay, so I'll have to come back here. While clutching Alonso's letter to my chest, I parted ways with Dataram. Man. I wasn't expecting that. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you.
You...
Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
Somehow...
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you be able to call yourself a righteous prince?
It'll be fine.
My heart is clear. I know what must be done.
Yes.
Then I am glad to hear it.
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
May I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months, he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
It'll be all right.
You're already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Heismay made a pretty good point. If you're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
We can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all. Let's take it all and stick to everything. Let's take it all in, stick everything. Oh my God! Why can't I fucking read the line properly, John? Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, Pharrella, and Grius, and everyone we've lost. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself.
Besides,
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway.
that reminds me.
Nerys apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trout with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so we're ready for tomorrow.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's finally here.
So we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I am a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nerys sure seems thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folk shaking in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
I have a feeling he and Zorba are definitely up to something, but, I mean, there's really nothing else we can do about it right now.
Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I own at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Del. And give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too.
Yeah.
About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
He will bring about its destruction.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
You would pursue peril.
Great.
Okay.
Let's move out.
Let's go.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, And his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known. Whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back!
Your Highness!
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
Yeah.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have come, much less placed their trust in us.
True.
We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him.
Yeah, it's a bit
Hit 'em
much.
right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well!
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the hushed honeybee inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Thank you for helping, Maria.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself, every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, The crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Right.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
This is just the beginning. We've still got a long road ahead.
True enough. We haven't even won against Luis yet. And even when we do, that won't be the end of it. But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
Gallica?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
I can sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve.
It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while. Feels like ages since I was last here.
So?
Best way to get prepared for tomorrow is by getting some rest. Alright, let's drop a save. Now we can reload and reconfigure skills if need be. Let's do this.
Good night.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of deeper relationship between the prince and our man here. Oh, hey, Zorba.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps.
Oh no.
That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gamble. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Oh, great. So Luis is going to distract us in the capital while Zorba kills the prince.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws
Him
near.
having that book still makes me uneasy. He's got some twisted fucking thing up his sleeve.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
Yes, of course.
No hesitation at all. You've really grown out there.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
Let's head there.
Luis awaits within the Grand Cathedral. I should go there.
Can we talk?
Make sure you have everything you need.
Just sublime.
Alright, now we'll save again.
Alright then.
Alright. So let us head to...
Let's go.
the Regolith Grand Cathedral. And make our way over to the stage.
This heat is insufferable. I'm chuffed. Gone clamming all over. Right?
Ready?
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are. I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me, as a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight. Woo! Live free, crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win. Give Luis the boot.
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Well, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
There's the Caradrius.
It's Luis's gauntlet runner! And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
Luis.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them.
The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failings. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
The intellect to resolve everything.
Many would dismiss the idea, but resorting to force is never the answer.
Can intellect alone protect the people? In the end, words are nothing against power. Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Louis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing. A world without inequality.
Man,
and
shut
I
the
shall
fuck
gladly
up.
offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
Okay.
Come then, and act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come. We're finishing this. Here and
On me,
now.
we go
What do we
together.
unlock? Extreme magic fire damage to one enemy, extreme magic ice damage, extreme physical dark, high chance of one hit
This
kill.
doesn't face me.
Well, that's not going to work here. But let us... Oh, I didn't put the right skills on you. You're supposed to have the evasion skill down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did I give you myriad shots?
Too much, perhaps?
Huh. So I'm gonna reload. God damn it. I swear I had the skill on him. What the fuck happened? I'm 100% taking off myriad arrows. Why does he not have... Oh, I didn't put Lurking Nightblade on him because he fucking gets a better version of that skill, but he doesn't have it yet. God damn it. Alright. Well, let's try this again, I guess. Fuck.
What now?
Maybe all the way there only to realize I fucked it up. Yeah, no myriad arrows. Fucking Lurking Nightblade. When does he get that? Oh, because he gets it next rank. That's why. I don't have any items, do I? I have one. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it is! Never mind! Alright then. Let's change that equip skill. What do I want to put on him? Maybe Shadow Dwellers. Increase evasion? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, increase evasion. Oh, I don't have mag! Alright, well, myriad arrows it is then. Alright. Alright, let's save again. Make our way back over there. Oh, how embarrassing.
Go.
Man.
I love it.
Ready?
You, who claim to be the prince.
Okay. Here we go.
Come then.
The time has come. We're finishing this. Here and now.
Alright, Adamant Nightblade.
I call upon a royal soul. How's this?
There is no escape from me.
Wind!
Alright, let's shelter. He's gonna imbue his sword with magic, right? Ooh. Oh, counter! Oh, get fucked, idiot.
Forward! Now accept your fate!
Watch me!
Come forth, royal soul!
We settle this
Power
here.
of heroes! I will protect you!
That helps.
My thanks.
I will annihilate you! Can you
Treasure
endure it?
sword unlock affinity. Fire. Oh, hey, I'm weak to that. Thank you, Hulkenberg.
Come, accept my challenge.
Royal coercion. Okay.
Heisman, your attack power's down.
Some darker arts.
I'll give you the perform. Behold this power.
Oh, he's only -1 in attack. That's fine.
Let's keep going.
I won't hold back! Scour!
You defy the rule of strength,
Let's
then die
see.
by it.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her do Holy Knight's Proclamation. Let's see if he actually does it.
Can you endure it?
Oh, is he just gonna go for... Oh,
Come,
dark.
Accept my challenge.
Audacity!
He just went for the spatial slice? Okay. Well, that's fine.
Hulkenberg, your attack
I'll
power's
use what I
down.
must.
As long as I can keep that hit evade rate of his down,
No escape.
we're good.
Heisman, your attack power's down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing Void Wave.
Is it come? Everyone,
I will annihilate you! Can you endure it?
Okay, back to fire.
I see.
Okay, good, Heisman dodged.
Hulkenberg, your
To the
attack
vanguard!
power's dropped.
Ninja! Some darker arts.
You defy
Watch
the
me.
rule of strength, then die by it.
How's this?
Get that attack back up on me.
by the sworn oath of knighthood, for all that we strive for! Permit me to feel
That helps.
My thanks.
I see. It would appear you have the mettle to defend your claims. And I need not hold back either.
He's gonna heal himself. Oh, 4 turn icons.
Can you endure it?
Is that what he's gonna do from now on?
I strike to kill. Too slow. Come.
Good job, Eyes May. Oh, on me? Fuck you. Damn, bro. What the fuck are you doing, Luis? You can... Oh, man. Dude, Adamant Nightblade is so good. These Nightblade skills are so fucking good. Like, it's insane how good they are. Alright, let's get that... my attack back at max.
With blade in hand. Everyone.
Formation again.
I will annihilate you. Can you
Luis
endure
switching
it?
to now fire. Oh, ice.
I strike
Bad
to kill.
move. No one's even weak to that. Luis!
There's an advancing ninja.
Come on, brother, what are you doing? Just keep getting that attack down, or that hit evade down.
This is just what I need.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power. One untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks. However...
Uh-oh. Cutscene?
Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful. But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Humankind?
Hmm?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History as told by the Sanctus Church is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa, don't humor him.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
So, the Elda are the last surviving members of the old world?
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
What is him?
Witness the truth! Good people, you would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is!
Oh boy.
It's a human! It's going.
truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster! It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the aura of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
To help anyone in need. Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win? Luis called it trickery. And even my body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth.
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose. Yes, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it. After all, you're mine.
Come on, you can't just cliffhanger there. You're my...
Wake up! Hey!
Oh, well, things couldn't be any worse for us now.
Yeah, I think so.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell. Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction.
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Son of a bitch.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us? I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home, and the prince's refuge. The Elden Sanctum.
Heldrick's supporters have begun drastically declining in number. Oh, so I guess we were nowhere near the end then. Great. Great.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Well, fuck.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do?
Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Eldric's supporters are continuing to decline.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope, Eldric.
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure. They board the Gauntlet Runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too. Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the ride here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
I'm worried about the prince. His life is in our hands. He believes in a world where people can make their own future just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become a reality.
Huh? This looks like... Who are you?
Hmm?
Are you alright?
My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Oh
so
no.
Here you are at last.
This fuck. Oh, this isn't good.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground.
Oh, it's supposed to look
One
like this.
day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
I don't think the king did. It's probably Forden.
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcis? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there. What?
Oh boy.
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Need to get to the cave.
I don't like this.
The Magla I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. A fairy. I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. It's a fairly old Yugif man. Seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Hmm? I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure, came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest.
You're going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
I really do fear for what Zorba has planned.
I'm a little worried.
Watch this. This sick fuck's gonna fucking puppeteer the prince's corpse or some shit.
Nearly time.
Oh? This voice.
Long have I waited.
More Eldens, right?
Hey, you!
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now that I get a closer look at you, are you Elda? I had heard the prince was the only Elder within the Resistance.
Beg pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda? What are we?
You must hurry. The time has come.
These Resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a little cold. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Yugif to handle on his own.
All was for this day. There is still time.
Follow that.
The prayer room is located further in. At the moment it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you'd gone off to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from the flower patch in the forest. What? Oh, maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now isn't really the time to... You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. Let me save.